What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Coach Glow. Today I'm going to be pulling cards for Aries. Alright, I'm going to try and keep this one short and sweet today because I got mad shit I got to do today. Five of Cups. You could be missing someone. Someone's missing you. Show me cards for Aries. It's also super early. I feel like the whole world is waking up right now. The neighbors just let their dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Ooh, 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 ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Hi. B-I-O. Dun, 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 dun. Four of Swords. Resting, recuperating. Someone is doing some sort of healing from some sort of heartbreak, some sort of disappointment. Someone's feeling heartbroken over you. They're missing you. They're thinking about you day and night. They don't know what to do about you, so they don't do anything at all. Well, that's more of like the Eight of Swords. This one is more like... Oh, that one's more like the Eight of Swords too. I was going to say, your hands are tied. There's nothing you can do about it. But this is like right after some sort of sadness or disappointment. This is you trying to that's the Hangman. I was going to say gain some perspective on it, gain some clarity on it. What am I trying to say here? Something bad happened, okay? And this is you. You're like, I gotta lay down. I gotta lay down. And you're laying down and you're replaying things over and over in your mind. And you're like, of course they're not talking to me. I wouldn't talk to me either. Of course they don't fuck with me. I gave them the worst version of myself. This is you, like, stopping and thinking about what you said, what you did, how you could have done something differently. This is like someone taking a shower after a long day and kind of playing back the whole day and thinking about what you shoulda, coulda, woulda said. But then also thinking about how there's nothing you shoulda, coulda, woulda said that would have prevented something from happening or stopped something from happening. It's like you feel like you can't stop something from happening. Or you're thinking about how you can stop something from happening or how to prevent something from happening. You're thinking about, you know, moving forward. How can I prevent this pain again? This person's healing from maybe I feel like somebody like made themselves vulnerable, took a chance. And they just keep missing. And you're just like, well, I'm not going to keep trying if I keep missing. This is somebody who just can't hit the target. And it's like, why? This could also be you, like, praying. You're praying that something heals, that something gets better. You're praying for God to show you what you did. You're like, God, put me on timeout. Put me on timeout because I need to know what I did, because I don't understand why I keep getting rejected for something. You don't understand why you keep on getting rejected. You could be thinking maybe this is like some sort of karma, and you're really like laying there just thinking about, was I really that bad of a person? Like, did I deserve all that? I feel like you think that there's a problem, that somebody is refusing to change. And you're like, well, if you don't want to change, then I don't want to change either. I can't be the only one trying to make something better. It's like you're giving someone the same type of like treatment, the way that they treated you, you're treating them. Or there's something about the way that you like communicate with people. It's like, I know you don't like what I'm saying, but this is what you need to hear. This is, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody ever told you that. Would I really be your friend if I just let you keep on getting away with this bullshit, or running around in circles chasing your tail? I don't know if anybody ever told you, but you're the problem, bitch. Like, you know, nobody else would say it, but I don't have any hair on my tongue. I'm gonna say it. Come hell or high water. I feel like your truth tried to be bent. Somebody tried to bend the truth for you. Or they're trying to force some sort of, like, force their will or force their way on you, and it's not happening. You're just kind of lying there like a dead, cold fish. Like someone's trying to move you, and you're, like, hard to move. You're like, I said I don't want to do this. And you can't make me. Right? So someone's like, you got, you know, you got two options here. And you're like, you got me fucked up if you think you're going to give me options. This is you just like ripping up a piece of paper and walking away. Somebody thought that they had you. Here, sign on the dotted line. Here. They thought that they had you. There could be some sort of time running out for somebody else. And it's almost like somebody tried to like set you up for failure or disappointment here. I see someone going into someone's little black book and like calling up all of their exes and inviting them to a party. And you get to the party and you're like, oh my God, you guys, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? Like so excited to see somebody. Someone's in the background. They're like, fuck, like my plan didn't work to get Aries to stay still or do what I say or do what I wanted them to do, or to hurt their feelings or make them feel bad, discourage them from choosing somebody else or running away from something, right? Somebody thinks that you're going to run away from something here. Maybe in the past you ran away before. but you've learned some sort of like karmic lesson where you're here again. So there's some sort of like deja vu moment here where you're like, damn, like I've been through this before. And last time I ran, and that shit wasn't fun. I've healed from that. And now I'm being presented with the same thing. You know, it's packaged up kind of differently, but it's the same problem. It's the same scenario. It's the same, they're looking for the same thing out of me. And this time you've had time to think about how you're going to say something, how you're going to do something, how you're going to make something work better for you. Now that you already know the outcome, or you already know, you know, if I open up again, if I choose to involve myself, if I choose to feed this demon, feed this devil, feed this thing that made me run before, that I was afraid of, that I ran from before. You're not feeding it anymore. Or you're feeding it something it's like you're giving somebody a piece of their own medicine. Like, you swore I was gonna love this before. You swore you knew it all before. This is somebody also thinking that you don't, like, remember how they treated you, how they made you feel. They're acting like they forgot how they made you feel. And you're not going to let them get away with it. You're like, I will never forget the way that you made me feel. Or I would never forget how I offered this to you before and you tried to run away from it. Leaving me, wondering why? Like, I feel like you spent a lot of time wondering why something isn't working. Why somebody doesn't want you. And somebody pushed you away really, really hard. But it's like you knew that they loved you. It was like they would tell everybody else that they loved you, but you. Someone's like afraid about how much they're in love with you. They're so afraid that they feel literally crippled, bedridden, you know what I'm trying to say. They feel like they're in bed, rotting away because of something you did. But they're starting to realize that it's their choice, that they're you know, like, you're not going to change. The situation's not going to change. Nothing's going to change unless I do. So I feel like you just need to stop doing something completely, like quit. Cold turkey, don't even go around it. You know, but also like facing your fears. This is somebody who's like in an argument, but I'm not leaving until we solve this. You know, they got a problem. I'm not fucking leaving until this problem is fixed. Damn. 14 minutes off one card. Yeah. Yeah. This is the Ten of Wands. This is putting down a very heavy burden. This person wants to get rid of this sickness, this illness, whatever it is that's trying to attach itself to you and write your story for you, right? Because I feel like you're one story, a beautiful story, right? And someone's like, wow, that is a beautiful story that Aries has. I want to be a part of it. But the person's like, I'm a shitty person. Maybe if I hang out with Aries, I'll become a better person. And it's almost like they end up using your power or your influence here. It's like they're tainting your water. Like they're dirtying up your water, because instead of fixing their own problems so they can come and be with you, they're going to you to fix their problems. And they're trying to attach their problems to you. They're trying to make your problems, their problems, your problems, instead of fixing them for themselves. And they feel like they have this huge burden. And it's like they want to pin this huge burden on somebody, and they want to pin it on you. And you're like, for what? I've been there for you. I've been a good friend.